जय राधा माधव कुंज विहारी। जय राधा माधव कुंज विहारी। जय गोपी जन वल्लभा गिरिवरधारी। जय गोपी जन वल्लभा गिरिवरधारी। यशोदनंदना व्रज जनरंजना। यशोदनंदना व्रज जनरंजना। यामुनतीरा वनचारी। यामुनतीरा वनचारी। राधा माधव कुंज विहारी। राधा माधव कुंज विहारी।
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
जय गोपी जन वल्लभा गिरिवरधारी।
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. No.
यशोदनंदना व्रज जनरंजना। यशोदनंदना व्रज जनरंजना। यामुनतीरा वनचारी। यामुनतीरा वनचारी। राधा माधव कुंज विहारी। राधा माधव कुंज विहारी। जय गोपी जन वल्लभा गिरिवरधारी। जय गोपी जन वल्लभा गिरिवरधारी। यशोदनंदना व्रज जनरंजना। यशोदनंदना व्रज जनरंजना। यामुनतीरा वनचारी। यामुनतीरा वनचारी। राधा माधव कुंज विहारी। जय गौर प्रेमानंदे हरि हरि बोल। ज्यों विष्णुपाद परमहंस परिव्राज आचार्य अष्टोत्तर शतश्री मध्य से भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी प्रभुपाद की जय। ज्यों विष्णुपाद परमहंस परिव्राज आचार्य अष्टोत्तर सतश्री श्रीमती भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती ठाकुर गोस्वामी प्रभुपाद की जय। अनंत कोटि वैष्णव की जय। अमाचार्य हरदास ठाकुर की जय। प्रेम से कहो श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तों की जय। श्री श्री राधा कृष्ण गोप गोपीनाथ श्याम कुंड राधा कुंड गिरि गोवर्धन की जय। ब्रजभूमि श्री वृंदावन धाम की जय। और द्वीप मायापुर धाम की जय। श्री क्षेत्र जगन्नाथपुरी धाम की जय। गंगामय यमुनामय की जय। भक्ति देवी तुलसी महारानी की जय। समवेत भक्त वृंद की जय। हरिनाम संकीर्तन की जय। ताई गौर प्रेमानंदे। All glories to assembled devotees. All glories to assembled devotees. All glories to assembled devotees. All glories, all glories, all glories, all glories. Shri Guru and Gauranga. Jai. Thank you for joining. Wow, Haridas Prabhu is here. Yeah. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरयेत्। नष्टाप्रयेषु अभद्रेषु नित्यं भागवत सेवया भगवती उत्तमश्लोके भक्तिर्भवति नैष्टिकी। हरि ओम तत्सत्। Reading from Isopanishad, verse number 11. Three Isopanishad. Let me open this. Vidyam cha vidyam cha yas tadveda ubhayam saha avidyaya mrityam tedva vidyaya amrutam asnute. Please repeat. Vidyam cha yas tadveda ubhayam saha avidyaya mrityam tedva vidyaya amrutam asnute. Vidyam cha yas tadveda ubhayam saha avidyaya mrityam tedva vidyaya amrutam asnute. Translation by Srivani A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada ki jai. Only one who can learn the process of nescience and that of transcendental knowledge side by side can transcend the influence of repeated birth and death and enjoy the full blessings of immortality. Please repeat. Only one who can learn the process of nescience and that of transcendental knowledge side by side can transcend the influence of repeated birth and death and enjoy the full blessings of immortality. Okay, chant our prayers and try to understand this verse. Om Ajnan, thank you for joining. Hare Krishna. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Gnananjana Salakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha. Mukam Karoti Vachalam Pangum Langete Grim Yat Kripa Tamaham Vande Sri Gurum Tenatarinam Paramanandamadavam Sri Chaitanya Iswaram. Vancha Kalpatarubhyasya Kripa Sindhu Bhayavacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Ananta Gaudiya Vaishnava की जय। प्रेम से कहो जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। Sri Chaitanya Manobishtam Stapitam Mena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Swapadantikam. Rupa Goswam Prabhupada ki jai, Prabhupada ki jai, Gaur Bhaktivinoda ki jai. So is Upanishad discussing in 11th verse. This is in the second section. There is a vision, guidelines, prayers. The 18 verse of is Upanishad describing. Upanishad means one that knowledge by which one is brought near to the Supreme Lord. Isa Upanishad and Isa, the Supreme Lord. And this has three sections, 18 verses with invocation. 1 to 8 and the beginning verse is vision. And the next 9 to 14 is guidelines. And then the 16 to 15 to 18 is prayers. Vision, guidelines, prayers. These are the main sections. And then each of them has two subsections, which is knowledge and practice. There should be vision for knowledge and vision for practice. And there should be guidelines for knowledge and guidelines for practice. And then the prayers for knowledge and prayers for practice. And this applies to anywhere in this world, whether you do IT, non-IT, business, whatever you do, you need to have vision. You need to construct a home, buy a home, or cook, plan for marriage, plan for a job, or plan for promotion. Whatever you do, there is a vision, and there is a you need to have certain guidelines to attain that. Then there is a practice you have to do. It's not going to come just like that all of a sudden. So everything requires, and then what to speak of attaining the supreme. So it's not a easy thing. So now we are in the second section. The vision, within that vision 1 to 8 has been described as knowledge and practice, which Lord describes how to Isavasyam idam sarvam atkinchit jagatyam degat tena tektena ma dhanam. So one should utilize the what is been allotted for him, not more, not less, and then he can live for hundreds of years, no problem. If he doesn't do that again, then he will suffer in this world. The first 1, 2, 3 verses are on that topic, on describing the vision. What should be the vision? What should be the framework in which the human being should go, should work in this world? One should have that vision first, in the first place. And then it talks about and then the practices also. It talks about the Madhyama Adhikari, Uttama Adhikari, how the human being is supposed to come to understand how you should see everybody as part and parcel of the Lord, as spirit souls, all living and not only human beings. As Uttama Adhikari, you can see Lord is there in everyone, and everybody is part and parcel. So सर्वत्र हो स्थावर जंगम देखे ना देखे सर्वत्र होए ishta devata spurti, seeing everything moving, non-moving, that means all living entities. And then it also talked about fifth verse, about the madhyama adhikari stage, a little bit one level down, where he loves Iswara Tadadina Balija, four things. Loves God, and then you have friendly relation with devotees. So Iswara Tadadina, Adina means devotees. Balisheshu, those who are juniors, are not having enough knowledge, then is compassionate to them. Dishasuja, those, please come, Harish. Dishasuja, those who are envious, is very, becomes indifferent. So in this way, four things. For pure devotee, he can be, he can see everybody part and parcel, is at the highest consciousness. By his mercy, even the envious becomes. The Madhyamadhikari may neglect the envious, because otherwise he may become also affected by it, because he's not Uttamadhikari yet. So in this way, the knowledge and the practice. This is about the practice. How you see everybody, how you see when you see in this world with the Shastra Chakshu. The Isopanishad is called Shastra Chakshu. You have to see through the eyes of the lens of the Isopanishad, everything on day-to-day basis. And then it talks about how the Supreme Lord walks, does not walk. So is far away at him, all the contradictions, all the inconceivable nature, because he cannot be understood. He's not like us. He's not Jiva, Jiswara. So that should be understood so that we can clearly differentiate between the Supreme Lord and the Jiva. Jiva cannot become Supreme Lord. Even if he may take sannyas, renunciation position, he cannot become Narayan. So, which Mayavadis have that idea. So, all it is clearly defined. So, how Lord is omniscient, omnipotent. Uh, it doesn't have veins. It doesn't have any gross body, subtle body, and is what do you call? Um, it doesn't have a material form. Mm, So yeah, it doesn't have a material form. And this Shastra says so. It doesn't have form means it doesn't have material form, but it has spiritual form, transcendental form, which Bhagavad Gita. In this way, first section, vision has been given clearly, identifying who is the Jiva, who is Isvara, and what Jiva is supposed to do, what is been allotted, because he has karma that comes with it. Within that limit, he can work, not more, not less. So within that limit, he operates. He understands his limited position. He understands the unlimited position of Supreme Lord and that relation. Then he can be happy. Then he can be satisfied. Otherwise, naturally, you try to further. That now next section is coming, and now guidelines. At a broader vision is being given. Now the guidelines been discussed in the 11th verse. So in the guidelines been discussed how the one knowledge has been received by the culture of nescience. Andam tamah pravishanti. So a couple of verses before this, 9:10 has been describing that one who on the culture of nescience, he goes to the hell. So he has to suffer the consequences. And even further worse is those who are on top of so-called knowledge. They're using the knowledge to enjoy even more. They're getting knowledge but to enjoy. So-called knowledge. They are called Vedavada Rata Partha Nanyasta Sthiti Vadina. Second chapter, 41st, 42 verse, or 43, 44. And then it talks about three modes further after that. So this is even worse. The result will be they will have to suffer. So the last few verses are on that. Now in this verse it talks about, and the last verse also we talked about, and what one has to do, sober person. One has to hear from sober person. Dhiras tatra. So iti sushruma dhiranam tata vichachakshire. One has to become sober. One has to hear and associate with sober persons and learn from them. Then 18 different departments of knowledge from Bhagavad Gita chapter 13, verse number 1 to 8 has been quoted here in this opening, verse number 10. Every devotee should know this. Prabhupada is writing this amazing principles. We discussed very important principles. In that, out of 20 items, Maicha Vicharena Bhakti Yogena Ananya so Bhakti. Pure devotion. That is the main. If that without if you don't consider that is the main point, then everything else is useless, fruitless. Because Lord is not in the center, then everything else, whatever one may do, it will not be helpful. And before another point also, Acharya Purusho Veda, surrendering to the spiritual man, surrendering to the bona fide Acharya, bona fide devotee, bona fide representative of the Lord is very important. The culture of knowledge. So that was described. So because they are Dhira, spiritual master is Dhira, sober. Is not conditioned soul. Is not affected by the four defects. Vyasadeva is not affected by that. Nardamuni is not affected by that. So all our acharyas are pure, coming down from spiritual world, liberated souls. Now this today's verse is talked about. So vidyayam cha avidyayam, yes. Vidyayam, yeah. Yes, both. Now, one should know. Yes means one who knows Vidya, culture of knowledge. One who knows also culture of ignorance, nescience. Both. Sa ubayam saha. One who knows both. Then what will happen? Avidya amrutas tidva. Vidya amrutam asnute. If one knows only Niscience, he will go door to hellish planet wide open. So Mahat Sevam Dwaram Ahur Vimukte Tamo Dwaram Yoshitam Sangisangam. Manu hear and associate and learn the science from the sober persons, learned person, then door for liberation is open as it Vidya. That is called culture of knowledge. And the other one is culture of ignorance or science. Then automatically the backward, going downward position is described. Either you go forward or backward. So there is no other way about it. So that is the main verse. So Prabhupada explains in this purport that main problem in this world is so-called knowledge. Everybody is trying to enjoy in this material world. The Vidya Avidya means Vidya means Brahma Vidya, Raja Vidya, most confidential knowledge, knowledge of the spirit soul, knowledge of the super soul, and knowledge of that relationship, and knowledge of acting on that platform. Dharma, Artha, Kama, Moksha. But Dharma is neglected. Only Artha, Kama is been only been done in this material world. And everybody is trying to become deathless. Nobody wants to die. Nobody wants distress. So, but but nature, three modes of material nature is very strong, very cruel. The first purport, first paragraph Prabhupada was writing that no matter they tried so hard for so many lifetimes, years, and Prabhupada is quoting second, third paragraph, Hiranyakashipu's example. Hiranyakashipu himself, Hiranya, gold, Kashipu, soft bed, wants money, he wants to enjoyment. These two. So, the Hiranyakashipu has so much wealth, but that's what he is. So this is the enjoyment spirit in this world, material world. But no matter however hard one may try, and Prabhupada explains throughout Srimad Bhagavatam, throughout many classes. One verse, beautiful verse, 7th canto, 5th chapter, verse number 3. Sukham aindrikam daitya deha yogena dehinam yata dukkam sarvatra labhyate daivat yata dukkam ayatnataha. That means sukham aindrikam. Indri means senses. That happiness which is beyond this sense happiness, happiness one gets deriving from the sense objects, sense and sense objects, that everybody is getting. Sarvatra labhyate daiva. Everyone, demigods, human beings or not human beings, every species of life, every living at 8.4 million, everyone is getting. Everyone is getting. Sarvatra labhyate daiva. Sukham aindrikam daitya deha yogena dehina. This body is also given according to their previous desire, previous engagement. Karanam guna sangasya sad asad janmayonishu. Like the species of life, particular body is given according to the previous life. If he has done certain pious great, then he will get human birth. He will enter into this human species. But otherwise, other species of life, so he will be given. So that's why one has to be careful. It's not by chance. Everything is recorded and everything is happening by the what one does in one's life, what activity he does. So some magic is not going to happen at the end of life, at the time of death. So sukam aindrikam daitya deha yogena dehinam sarvatra labhyate daivat yata dukkam ayatnata. As much nobody wants distress. The happiness, distress comes based on what one has done in the previous. If he has pious credit, he will enjoy for that. If he has impious credit, for that he will suffer. According to that, both one operates. Now he has to consider, because the living entity is avidya. How avidya is explained in Chaitanya Charitamrita and Srimad Bhagavatam. Vishnu Shakti Para Prokta Tritiya Shakti Rishyate Avidya Karma Sangnaya Tritiya Shakti Rishyate. So three energies of the Lord is there. So avidya karma sangnaya, the living entity, especially because he is marginal. Prabhupada uses the example that on a beach, in an ocean, either you go to the water, you fall into the water, you fall down, you die, or you walk on the sand, you are in between. Either you have to take step towards the water, or you have to take steps towards the land. You are in between. You say so. So you are, because you are marginal. Either you have to go to the culture of knowledge or you have to go to culture of science. But you have to know the distinguish between both of them. So otherwise, it's a problem. One will be conditioned in this world. Uh, so that's why because one needs to know the one's original nature. So original nature is Anandamayo Vyasa, Satchid Ananda Vigraha. That means one full of eternality, full of knowledge, full of bliss. Spirit soul has these original qualities. So that's why everybody is naturally thinking, I don't want to die. Nobody is looking for, and nobody wants distress because he's always happy. Satchid Ananda, originally. But he has chosen to enjoy separately from the Lord. In the spiritual world, everybody is happy. All the bliss is going on. That says Anandamaya Vyasad in the spiritual world. Ananda Chinmaya Ras Pratibhavit Avir Tavir Eva Nijarupataya Kalavi Goloka Eva Nivas the Akilatma Bhuto Govinda Madi Purusham Tamahamajan. Lord Krishna is enjoying his Ananda Chinmaya Ras. How many billions of gopis are there? Billions of court boys are there? Billions. But one edition will be another variety, another living entity. It's not the same thing. So another variety. He has expanded these many. So as we tell always, parents, why do they have children? So more variety. So more the merrier. Variety is the mother of enjoyment. So same way Lord Krishna also expanded. So that since he has that idea, desire, we have that same thing. But he's great. We're small. We can create maybe small things, but he can create billions and billions. Unlimited living entities are there. So, but those who are in relationship with him, who understand Krishna is in the center, understand the our original relationship, they stay in the spiritual world. But those we are marginal, but you have a choice. But living entities are making the throat, the purport Prabhupada is making, Hiranyakashipu is making choice, Brahma is making choice, demigods are making choice, all living entities are making choice. Competition is going on in this world. This is the biggest problem. Comparison, competition among the devotees, among the outers, everywhere. Somebody has it, I should have it. So whether it's money, wealth, stocks, cars, cell phones, you name it, dresses, shoe, you name it. Mm. So this is the biggest problem. But he's not realizing. He's not realizing that where this thing is going. So that's why Prahlad Maharaj instructed from the 5 years old. Oh Daitya, oh Daityas, oh my demoniac school friends, please don't endeavor like this. So yeah, tat prayaso na kartavyo. You should not do this. Why? Because you have done enough lifetimes. This life also you do, you will be defeated. Paravavastavad abodha jata. There is no way you can get out. You can never be successful. At the best, you can maybe amass bank balance, amass stocks. You can take one penny. Your children will enjoy, or somebody else will enjoy your property. You can only eat 2 roti, 5 roti, and that same rice, same sabji. You can't eat more than your stomach is only so much. You cannot eat even despite you have so much wealth, so many cars, so many this thing, that thing. So that doesn't give the eternal happiness. And things are not permanent here. Hiranyakashipu was not, he has asked for so many boons. No, nobody is permanent in this world, including Lord Brahma. Any jiva is not permanent because it's marginal. And so he has to make his conscious choice to understand that he belongs to the Supreme Lord. So, because Krishna has claimed, Sarva Yonishu Kaunte Sambhavanti Murtasha Mahat Brahma Yoni Aham Bija Pradapita, seed giving father. So then now one has to accept that. Then you get, like generally, one who's in the family. If he follows the family, so he understands the family business, then wonderful family can go on. He understands his father's thoughts and ideas, then he can have a wonderful life. Then he will inherit the property and everything. He doesn't need to suffer for that. Same way, if you understand the Supreme Lord, his thoughts, thinking, feeling, willing, that's it, Prabhupada named it, International Society for Krishna Consciousness. What Krishna is thinking, what Krishna is feeling, what is Krishna is willing, what is thinking, feeling, is telling already that. Tasma, that's why Prabhupada is putting this in the purport in the last line. Well, now what you have to do? Tasma, therefore, because in this world you will have to suffer. If you try to, as much as try to enjoy yourself separately from the Lord, against Shastra, against Sadhu, against Guru, You try to enjoy, then there is no other way about it. One has to suffer. Maybe in the previous life he has a lot of prior credit, then that's why he's still enjoying. Sinful activity is doing, but also good credits he has. That's why he's before you. He's hardly working, but he's enjoying. So he has so much wealth, so many cars, so many everything, so much. Because past life he has pious credits. That's why. Even though this life is not doing hardly anything, he's simply managing. So that's why we should not compare and compete. Compare and compete, then that will destroy your because swadharma and parodharma. You're trying to follow somebody else's dharma. You're comparing, and now I should also come to that same platform. Or I should have the similar money. I should have those opulences. I should have this. I should have that. Why he has it? Why I don't have it? Why he is getting prestige and name fame? Why I don't have it? Among devotees also, yes, the advancement. All that's why you have to be open heart, open mind. When you can, you have when you serve the Mahat. Susrusho Satadhanasya Vasudeva Kataruchi Syan Mahat Sevaya Vipra Punya Tirtha Nishevana. When you serve and associate the pure devotees, then you gain the affinity toward the Supreme Lord. Then we can understand. That's what Prabhupada is writing in, I think, a couple of verses. That in this, Tasmad Ekena Manasa, with one point attention, therefore, because suffering is there, the so-called religiosity also people are doing, dharma, artha, kama. But that dharma is supposed to be in line with sadhu and guru. But what dharma they are doing is only doing something, demigod worship, or doing this one, that one, or getting some benefit. So-called religiosity only, not really following what is been given by the Lord in this Upanishad. What is allotted to him is not doing it. He's trying to compare and compete and trying to adjust this one, that one. Why not this? Why not this? So much alternative is putting. Krishna is telling no other alternative. Just surrender unto me. No, no, no. I don't want to surrender. I want to surrender to Maya. I want to surrender to his material energy, para and apara prakti. For that you have done enough lifetimes. You will suffer. Now you have to realize that you have to stop the suffering. Jada vidya maya ravayu tumara bhajana bada. So jada vidya means this material knowledge, trying to enjoy. That's why this verse again, science also you should know, so that you know clearly distinguish matter and spirit. What is not good, what is good. So you have to maintain the body. This is bad bargain. In the beginning of second canto, beginning itself, it has been told, Kamasya na indriya pritir, dharmasya ahi apavargasya, ardhayopakalpate. You should know the real meaning of the human life is to actually try to endeavor for tat na tat prayaso na kartavyo ayurveda param. Your life is limited, short span of life. At the best, 60, 70. That before that itself, things are happening now in Kali after COVID. न तत्प्रयासो न कर्तव्य आयुर्वेय परम न विंदते क्षेम मुकुंद चरणाम्बोजम. Before it's too late, your eyes stop working, your hands stop working, your legs stop working, your heart stop working. Realize it. Never know what happens. There is no guarantee that one will live 60, 70 years. Anything can happen to anybody at any time. So what we have to do then, as we have the active body, then we should utilize it in the service of the Lord. One has to Tasmad Ekena Manasa. Bhagavan Satvatam Pati is a protector of his devotees. So that is why one has to now use that marginal position, use the bad bargain, maintain your body, maintain your health, and do some exercise. So as Prabhupada did, morning walks, even if it is cold, inside walk or outside walk, whatever you do, what you have to do. Otherwise, when you are unhealthy, you can't practice Krishna consciousness. When health is not good, Prabhupada uses example that you have to be in marginal. What does it mean? Your temperature, you can't become zero. 107, it's foreign heat, then you will be in temperature, you will be fever. You will be in diseased condition. Nothing will taste. If somebody gives food, you can't taste it because tongue will not taste. Nothing will taste. It can't digest. Neither you cannot become zero. You have to become natural, that is 98 degrees, 98 point whatever. You have to be in the middle. So that means you have to balance your body. You have to eat only the regulated. So that's a vidhi marga. That's why the regulations are there. For human life, but not other species. They can enjoy, they can endeavor, they can do whatever they want. Nobody is going to give a punishment. The cow can come and eat bananas, whatever. It can come to the shop. It can walk on the road. Deers can walk on the road. Nobody is going to give punishment. Only the for human being only. If he doesn't do as per Shastra injunction, then he will be punished for that. So that's why this verse is telling Tasmad Ekena Manasa Bhagavan Satatam Pati Srotavyasya Kirtitavyasya Puja Deya Cha Nityada. Nityada means what? Every day. As per today is Ekadashi. How many round Prabhupada said? 25 rounds minimum. 25 rounds. Because business of Ekadashi is what? The glories of Ekadashi, Papa Mochani Ekadashi. If you follow the glories of this Ekadashi, which Loma's Rishi sage, and he had his disciple, who's that? So he's describing, because Yudhishthira Maharaj asking Krishna, and Krishna is describing this is what one time somebody has asked Loma's Muni, and Loma's Muni describing what has happened to Chayavana Muni had a one disciple, Medavi, and he performed severe austerity. Even Chayavana Muni also had the same problem. What to speak of his disciple? So that is the problem with the yogis and sages, because many cannot understand this. Because there is a transcendental science is very difficult, very rare, extremely rare. Because there is impersonalism, there is a Mayavad, there is Brahmavad, then there is Karma Kanda, Gnana Kanda, Yoga. Oh, so many are there. But these the highest Krishna Prema is beyond all these things. For all these process cannot give liberation. Rarely, at the best, you will merge into Brahman, you will fall down from there also. Yoga cannot bring. Yoga, again, the person has to connect to the bhakti process by pure devotee. Then he can transcend. Otherwise, he cannot also, because these are all yogis. Manayo, what is tarka, pratishta, srutayo, vinna, naso, munitya's matam na vinna. Every sage, every muni has a difference of opinion. He has his own argument. By this, some say avidya is also called samsaya, doubt. This doubtful nature is also called avidya. Let's say if you study Prabhupada's books seriously, then you understand everything. Then you will have no doubts. Not a single doubt. Everything will be answered by Prabhupada. Everything. Because Krishna is answering. He is explaining very systematically. So that's it. The science of knowledge has to be understood systematically. You have to study systematically. Bhagavad Gita 101 from chapter 1. Bhagavad Gita has to be studied till our last breath. Bhagavatam, these two books Prabhupada is quoting here. Bhagavad Gita, Srimad Bhagavatam, Yusuf, the Vedic scriptures, as well these books has to be studied every day to understand, to stay on top of it. Otherwise, the competition and comparison will always go on. No matter you don't want it, but the mind will keep doing that only. Everywhere, every time. Children will compare among the brothers and sisters. Children will compare with other children, what they have, what they don't have, what food my mom gave, what others got. So this will go on. This is from childhood all the way to old age. One has to, but one understand this culture of knowledge by Srotavasyasya, Kirtitavyasya. If that is done properly, chanting and glorifying, that's what Prabhupada writing in the last purport, in the last few paragraphs. One has to, anyway, these four things everybody is doing: chanting, glorifying, remembering, and worshipping. These four things every living end is doing, human being especially. But Lord is not in the center. All four things he is talking about in the office, what is going on. Yeah. Glorifying, remembering, worshipping, this thing is going on. Outside, everywhere, same thing in this whole world, society, everywhere. This is only going on. But those four things are devoid of Krishna. And then that's the problem. So-called religiosity also, this is going on. On the name of religion, they are doing all other things. So, yeah, everywhere. In all religions, this problem is there, even including Hindu religion also. Yeah. So they can't understand. Yeah, you hear so many, it's so bewildering. They are speaking Ramayana, but they are speaking everything, hodgepodge is there in that. Yeah. Beautifully they speak, but immediately everything is mixed. Everything is mixed. Brahmavad, Mayavad, everything is mixed in it. If it is one is not studied Prabhupada's books, you will think, yeah, it's wonderful. Wonderful. You should hear Ramayana from this person. You'll have no idea what is the difference. What is he talking about? You'll have no idea. So then these 10 offenses, you'll have no idea. Chanting, as 10 offenses are there, then you can't go to the next level. Because conditioned state cannot come out. One cannot come out of the conditioned state. So that's why Shastra is telling Tasmad Ekena Manasa Bhagavan Satatampati. Who can protect his devotees? Demigods cannot protect. Gajendra was suffering. Who can protect? They are simply watching. Simply watching. Nobody could protect. Lord Vishnu has to come and protect him. So then they realized, yeah, nobody can protect. The only Lord can protect. So that's the one has to know these things. The sages, or Vishwamitra, the Ramayana in the beginning, you will see that Vishwamitra went to Vasishtha. From there, he was now hankering. If Vasishtha with just his cow, he could defeat me, and then I should be better than him. I should do something. Perform severe austerity. He became Rishi, then he became Rajarshi, then he became Brahmarshi. Brahma has to come and give him. And otherwise, he's not satisfied. When he came, Brahma said, "You are all right. Yeah, we will give you Rishi, Maharshi. Great." No, I'm not satisfied with that. Vasishtha is, Brahmarshi. So I should be also Brahmarshi. Then he has been given Rajarshi. Then he been Brahmarshi. Then he was satisfied. Then Vasishtha himself had come and, yeah, you are great Brahmarshi. Then he was satisfied. In front of Janak Maharaj, they were explaining who is this Vishwamitra, what is his background. So all that is explained. So that's the problem. Vishwamitra himself had to go through many. Yeah, the last anger fall prey also was there in that. He tried to save Trisanku. So this is all devoid of pure devotion service. That is the problem. Pure devotee can save anybody and everybody. So Haridas Thakur could save anybody, everybody. So pure devotee can save like that. But the ordinary yogi cannot save himself. What to speak? Durvasa Muni, could he save himself? He went to Lord Brahma, Lord Shiva. No. So he has to come back to Durvasa Muni. He has to come back to Ambrish Maharaj only, because he is pure devotee. So that's why one has to know. Therefore, one has to perform this science of transcendental knowledge. At the same time, you should also maintain your body. Doesn't mean that you stop working, now you give up your family, you just don't do anything, sit at home like Srivas Thakur. You're not pure devotee, so you cannot sit at home. Neither Krishna is instructing. Abhyasa yoga yuktena, practice chetasa nanya gamina yati parda anuchintena. Constantly think of me and do your duty. Both Krishna is telling. When can you do? When you have a deep love for a person, then you will do. However hard, however difficult, you'll be able to wake up. However hard, difficult, you'll be able to do service. However hard, difficult, you'll be able to chant, remember, no matter what day it is, how difficult it is. If you have deep love for that person. Yeah. Your father calls, you're so busy. So you'll pick up or not. If not at the same time, you'll talk to him later. Because you have love for that person. Your child calls, is in college. Will you pick up or not pick up? You're busy. No, you'll pick up. May not be immediate, maybe later. You're meeting or whatever, busy. So that means you have love. Same thing you have to have for the Lord. So the whatever Lord is instructing, if you do, then Lord will protect you. Ye yatamam prabhasyante tam tatayo bhajam mama vartamanu vartante parda sarvasa. If you follow my direction, which Krishna is telling clearly, from 4th chapter, you should surrender to my representative, because Sri Guru Charana Padma Kevala Bhakti Sadma. Pure devotee has to give, because why did Lord have sent Ramanacharya, Madhvacharya? His appearance is coming next week. Ramanacharya appearance is there Tuesday. Thursday is Ram Navami. And because it's a expansion of Lakshmana. The Lord is sending this pure devotee from the spiritual world, because he cannot see our suffering state. That we are not understanding. He cannot see. Guru also cannot see our suffering of disciples. That's why he's trying so much. He's traveling. Prabhupada has traveled 15 times all over the world. Why? Why he had to take at 70 plus years? Why he has to suffer? Take that so much risk. Traveling, so much inconvenience. So why he has to do that? To protect others, to give Krishna consciousness to others. He's praying for them, he's cooking for them, he's serving them, he's giving the transcendental knowledge. He wants to awaken them. Yeah. So because love you cannot understand, because first you have to understand the person. Because father and child, every day you are seeing him, you are talking to him, you have maintained some years with him, you lived with them. So that's why you have love. Now we have forgotten whatever our relationship with the Lord. Now you have to bring that back. Then how will you do that? When you go in front of the Lord, you take darshan. When you are doing kirtan, when you are chanting, then you are connecting with the Lord. This is what yoga means, uniting with the Lord. This time is for Krishna. Chanting is not time for planning and executing something, doing some other endeavors. No, the chanting is this time is for Krishna. So me and Krishna, we are in communication now. Oh my Lord, allow me to develop loving relation. I don't know how to develop this love. Please mute. I think you're on speaker. That you have to ask because we have no idea how to develop loving relationship. What he likes, what he doesn't like, how yeah. So that you have to, because your father will tell you because you are with him. Your child will tell you, Mama, this is not good. So this is not nice. They will tell right away. Kids will tell. Parents also will tell. So Lord is not telling because we are not recognizing him. Neither we are recognized representatives. How they will tell you? They can tell. Even if they tell you also, you can understand it because that language is completely we are devoid of. Because we know material knowledge, how to get money, how to invest, how to eat, how to maintain ourselves, how to procure many things. That we know, but we have no idea what is this transcendental knowledge. And that's who knows. Prabhupada knows, spiritual master knows, Ramanacharya knows, Madhvacharya knows, Nimbarkacharya, Vishnu, all these bona fide acharya, they know. Exactly because they have come from spiritual world. So that's why they know. They were with the Lord. Lord has sent them. Baba, there's so many are suffering. Go back to the material world and bring them, all of them back. So that's why they are coming down to elevate us from this diseased condition. And you sit in the hospital, yeah, everything is okay. Prabhu, how are you? Okay. Good. But you can't enjoy. You are being given nice pasta, paneer, pizza, whatever. Even at the hospital, somebody makes you and brings you nice prasad, another devotee. Can you enjoy? No, you can't enjoy. When you come out of the hospital, very normal, healthy life, then you will enjoy. Very nice. I'm feeling so happy now. Same ways, when we come to our original position, Jivero Sarupa Nitya Krishna Das, then you can be happy. Then you can be happy. So that's why Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has come down into this material world to teach us what devotee should feel like. Intensity of separation, intensity of relationship with the Lord. That's why we have to fix a schedule. No matter what is it, because nobody is going to help at the time of death and the time of difficulty. Who can help? Only the Lord can help. His representative can help. Close friend can help. But they all have limited. Unlimited is only Guru and Krishna. By Guru, Krishna's mercy, you get Guru. It is parallel. By Guru's mercy, you get Krishna. Krishna, if you are sincere, Krishna is there in the heart. It's called Chaitya Guru. He will, okay, now you're ready. So let me arrange you a spiritual master. Let me send you a spiritual master whom you can surrender to. When you find Guru, he will take you to Krishna. So both are parallel, both are needed. Just Guru is not enough. Just Krishna is not enough. Guru and Krishna you need. Tate Krishna Bhaje, Guru or Sevan, Maya Jala Chute, Payar Krishna Charan. You have to Krishna Bhajan, Guru or Sevan. Because Guru will tell you how to serve Krishna, what Krishna will like, how it should be done, what mantra you have to chant, when you should chant, what you should focus when you're chanting. All these things somebody has to tell. Otherwise, we will have no idea. We will do whatever we like. That's why this guidance from the pure devotee, culture of knowledge, culture of wisdom, both has to be understood. Just knowing knowledge is not good enough. What is bad also one has to know. What is bad association also one has to know. What is detrimental to bhakti, it is everywhere it is the same thing is mentioned. Both things are mentioned. Anywhere, any book you look at, Nectar of Devotion, Nectar of Instruction, Srimad Bhagavatam, Bhagavad Gita, Isopanchad, every book is talking positive and negative. Because just knowing positive is not good enough. Yeah. Nectar of Instruction, look at first two things. What is not to be done? You destroy your bhakti. Yeah. Too much over and over collecting, running, no idea where we are going. That kind of life is not so good. There should be some balance. And that's a Vidhi Marga. First Vidhi has to be the rules and regulations. Yeah, because when you are in disease in hospital, doctor will give rules you have to follow. This is your diet today. The next 1 week, you have to take these antibiotics, you have to follow this diet. Then you can go back home. I'll release you, then you can go back home. Is that okay? Yeah. So, same way Krishna is telling. So, this is Vidhi Marga, you follow these rules and regulations, then you will come. Ecstasy will come. When? Bhava Bhakti. You will follow Vidhi Marga. No, 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 no. I don't want any rules. I'm happy the way I am. Then you can't come to Bhava Marga. Then you will suffer in this world, life after life, you will go on. Because not following Guru and Krishna, who is the authority? Durga Devi is in charge. She will release the grip. What is that? Daivi Esha Gunamai Mama Maya Duratya, insurmountable. But as soon as you surrender to her master, Vaishnavi, her master is Lord Narayan. So as soon as you surrender, Daivi Esha Gunamai Mama Maya Duratya, Mam Eva Prabhadyante, then Maya Metan Tarantite. She will release her grip. She will send to the right representative, to right spiritual master. She herself was initiated again by Haridas Thakur. Krishna Naam was given, Krishna Mantra was given by Haridas Thakur to Durga Devi. So that's how we have to understand. Because they themselves, all these demigods are serving. Lord Shiva is Gopesar Mahadev, Lord Shiva is everywhere. Where he is not there? Is there in Vrindavan, is there in Vaikunta, is there as Sadasiv, so is there as Shambhu in creation, and is there as Rudra here? Who can understand? You bring so many are there, followers of Shiva. 99% they don't understand his position. Ask them who's Gopesar Mahadev. Ask them what he does in Golok Vrindavan, what he does. What is he doing in Vrindavan? Ask them to explain. Whoever is explaining Mayavad Bhashya, Saririka Bhashya, different ways they are explaining. Everything is same. Anything is same. You worship. But Yusuf is clearly telling it's not same. Everything and anything is not same. Knowledge and science, how can it be same? And so both are two different things. You have to clearly distinguish what is knowledge, what is science, what is ignorance. Yeah, if you don't distinguish, it's a problem. So that's a kid has to be trained. Everybody has to be trained. So that we are taking the training from Sri Prabhupada or Acharya or Sampradaya Acharya. We're reading his books in the Upanishad here. Prabhupada is clearly telling. So this is giving you the guidelines for what? For knowledge. What is what? You can do your job, you can maintain your family, you can maintain your things, what is required. Not more, not less. Regulate. Vidhi means there's some regulation you have to maintain. Okay, once in a while you want to have feast, fine. Every day you have feast, then body won't work. You'll have to visit doctor and check your cholesterol, triglycerides, everything else. Yeah. So yes, into enjoyment, yeah, everything will be fine. One day you know what happens. You don't want to come to that situation. When you are 40, 45, now take the yardstick and now go on regulated path. If after 40, 45, you go, no, I'm, young, I'm strong, that doctor will tell you how strong you are. So that's why you have to realize that before that stage comes. Why to come to that stage? If you are intelligent, you will not come to that stage. Yeah, you can enjoy it. There's enough ways to enjoy within the limited sphere of it. No, Krishna consciousness will give you so much enjoyment. Is it not? Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, how much is enjoying? Is last 5 chapters. Who's reading? That's the problem. Devotees, those who understand how to get Krishna Prema, Anandamaya Vyasa, internal bliss, they will study deeply. When did Chaitanya Mahaprabhu studied? Last 12 years, what did he do? Last 12 years, he spent his time in Gambhira. What was he doing? He's hearing of Chandidas, Vidyapati, all the great acharyas discussing Krishna Prema, Radha and Krishna Leela, intimate Leela, pastimes. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has been bolted down by the door. Govinda was there, Sarup Damodar, Ramananda Rai, both were there. What was he doing? Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is constantly dreaming of Radha and Krishna Leela. Krishna is playing the flute. Then he's entering there. Then he's not there in the room anymore. Then they heard no more sound is not coming. So then they found Chaitanya Mahaprabhu one time is in Simhadwar in front of Jagannath Mandir outside. One time he was there in Trailinga, the cow shed. Another time he was in Konark. So how come? Because he's showing that when the devotee is relishing the intense separation from Lord, so he's relishing the pastimes of the Lord, Nama, Rupa, Guna, Leela. When the chanting is done properly in Vidhi Marga, then you can come to Bhava Marga. Then you can come to Prema Marga. Vidhi Bhakti, Bhava Bhakti, Prema Bhakti, these three stages. First, Vidhi Bhakti has to be done properly. No, I don't like it. It's too much rules. Then how will you come to Bhava Bhakti? You tell the doctor, no, I don't like this medicine. I don't like this treatment. I don't like antibiotics. So better. I can taste it. Can you tell? No. When you know your serious disease, whatever doctor, yes, I'll do that. Because you have no choice. But here you have a choice. That is the problem. But that choice is giving you the Maya or Vaibhav. It's showing the nice influence, nice, wonderful nature of this material world by going to a movie, some drinking something, eating something, going here, there, so participating in this one, that one. But what suffering it has caused to enter in a packed up condition, a mother's womb, that we have forgotten. 9 months, the packed up condition. Again, we have to enter. So if you don't follow it through, follow it through carefully, very seriously. That's why the last point is therefore one has to, if one is intelligent, because one has seen the doctor one time, two time, three time, enough times. You intelligent person, what you will do? No more doctor. I should regulate. I should eat very limited. I should be careful. Then you will not see doctor. But if he is not intelligent, he is in culture of nescience, then what will do? He will keep on doing it and he will go to doctor. Keep on getting the pills and taking the medicine. He will keep on doing this. Then suffering will be there. Yeah. The same way, if expert, who is expert doctor? Prabhupada is your expert or spiritual master is telling. This should be done every day. Are you chanting? How many rounds average are you chanting? And Guru is telling, this many rounds I am chanting. Are you chanting? Where are you? I didn't see you in Mangalarti. I didn't see you in Bhagavatam. Where were you? Prabhupada that ask these things. Yeah, because he has expected, because I see you are suffering in this world. You want to continue your suffering? No, you should get out from this suffering. I have come to deliver you. Chakshudan diloje janme janme Prabhu say. Prema bhakti jaha hoite avidya vinasa jaite. Prema bhakti jaha hoite. He has come to give prema bhakti. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has come to give prema bhakti only. So, and then that removes automatically avidya vinasa. Avidya vinasa jaite. When, because all he did only Krishna Nam. So chant the holy names, Vaishnava Seva, Nam Seva, Krishna Aradhana. That's all he said. Very easy, not difficult. But since we are not used to it, not accustomed to it, because we have many other things planned and endeavors were going on for many years, now that's why this is the problem. But when you try to balance it, adjust it slowly, gradually, then things fall in its place. Krishna will also adjust everything. But we have to now make steps towards it. Every day we have to, one day you do this, another day you don't do, then it's not going to work. Krishna wants to see our determination. That's why second chapter only Krishna is explaining. Become Sthita Prajna. Don't become Chanchal. Run here, run there. For what? What result are you going to get? That you realize, that's what Sthita Prajna is telling in this, in second chapter, so many verses. Then Arjuna asks, who is that Sthita Prajna you keep talking about? What does he do? Yeah, no more minds. Mind is giving the ideas. Oh, you enjoy like this, you enjoy like that. Tomorrow is weekend. Enjoy nicely. You can sleep nicely. Don't fall prey to mind. So you fall on lotus feet of the spiritual master and the pure devotees. Just like this, who's that? Rishabhadeva, not Rishabhadeva, before that, fifth canto, Rahugan. Yeah, Rahugana surrendered. He understood. He initially thought, I'm a great king, you know. You should watch carefully, carry my palanquin. Otherwise I will kill you. I will, what I will do. You are not listening. Then later on he realized Bharat Maharaj give just little indication who he is. Then he realized he showed some mercy. He didn't show mercy to the dacoits. He didn't show mercy to his father. He didn't show his mercy to brother. But here, Rahu Gana, he showed we can, Guru can, and pure devotee, he can decide whom to give mercy, when to give mercy, that's up to him. We can demand, hey, why didn't you give mercy to me? He didn't do anything. Why did you give mercy to him? That he can. Lord can decide because that's a cause less mercy. He can demand, why not me? Why that person only? That you can demand. And Lord wants, he can give. He can give right away Krishna Prema. That he can do. But when generally that happens only when pure devotee asks, makes, please give. pure devotee. When our Giriraj Maharaj walked in, Prabhupada was praying, make this devotee pure devotee. So pure devotee can pray and the Lord has to sanction. There is no choice for him. Because the Lord goes by the pure devotee because they are exclusive devotees. So if we also come to that path of exclusive devotion, then Lord also will will protect you from all the onslaughts of Maya. Maya cannot touch you at all. Maya will stay at distant. Uh, but if you don't take exclusive shelter, no, no, I want this also, I want that also, then you have to decide. Yeah, Krishna wants to make sure. Yatechasi tatha kuru. Oh Arjuna, you decide now. I've given a choice because free will, marginal, you are always marginal. That means choice is always yours. You have to make the conscious choice. You have the pious credit, impious, both are there. Anyway, everybody has it. That you cannot deny. Everybody has it. But now you have a conscious choice. Whatever you have within that limits, you still have a choice to worship the Lord or not. You still have a choice to surrender to spiritual master, pure devotee or not. If you should follow him, associate him, serve him or not. That choice, everybody has it. Everybody has it. Right? Last week Amarendra Prabhu, this week of Tukaram Prabhu is there, Sunday feast. So yeah, or what is the other name? So Chopati or other Prabhu is coming next week. So like that we regularly come. So it's up to individual. You can no, I'm busy. So that you can make choice. Krishna is not going to say no, no, no. You have to come. No, he's not going to force. He didn't force Arjuna either. See, it's the individual choice. You want the path of liberation or your path of bondage? Which one? You make choice. I'm not going to decide for you. I can tell you what will be good for you. That I can tell you. Arjuna, I have told you. 18 chapters, I have told you everything. Now you decide. Same way our spiritual master also tell. Because he cannot force. Because love is not by force. He can only suggest, guide, and he will send his disciples, his representative, Baba, don't do this, do this. Please try to follow this process. So that's why devotees are there for that reason. Many devotees will not like that. What to do? What is who can do? Prabhupada is asking, conversing with somebody. Whose duty is that? Whose duty is to deliver these suffering conditioned souls to back home, back to God? Whose duty it is? It is the duty of Vaishnava. The duty of Vaishnava. He's not thinking about himself, his family, when they will go back home, back to God. He's thinking about others. This is Vaishnava. Vaishnava has a duty. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Yare Deko Tareko Krishna Upadesh Amara Agne Guru Vanudesh. Krishna also telling in the 18th chapter, 69th verse. So, Nacha Tasma Manushis question me Prikruta. One who gives knowledge about me, and he becomes the dearmost. So, so that's why we have to. This is only Vaishnava can do. That's why Vaishnava has a great duty. Many will not like it. Many sometimes may whatever. When we distributing, so many people do so many things. Sometimes horrible things. Yeah, sometimes somebody has spit. What else can you do? On behalf of the Lord, you accept everything. Everything. Yeah, whatever may say, backbiting, everything will be there. Among devotees also, we have seen it. No problem. We can go on doing it because we are doing it only for Guru and Krishna. We are not interested in name, fame, prestige, money, this one, that one, followers. We are not interested in that. Vaishnava's business is to simply serve Guru and Krishna because Guru said so. Krishna said so. Guru is telling the same thing, but we are simply repeating. We are just here to repeat. Menial servant. As much as gopis are feeling what gopis are telling, maid servant. They're not telling I'm great devotee. So I'm the most favorite to Lord Krishna. So no, none of them are telling. Srimad Radharani is not telling, the gopis are not telling, Uddhava is not telling, none of them. Nobody accepted. Nardaman is telling, going everywhere, Lord Shiva, Prahlad Maharaj, nobody has accepted. No, 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 we are not guilty. What are you talking about? No, no. So nobody accepted, but we accept. I'm great devotee. So that's why we are suffering here. But if you do follow as a menial servant, then you will forget and forgive anybody because menial servant means what? Why? So that means I have bad qualities. So that's why they are criticizing me. That's why this problem, that problem they are telling. Fine. So yeah, I'm trying to improve, trying to follow Guru and Krishna. So you move on. So if positive instruction, you take it. If not, you forget and forgive right then and there. Move on. Otherwise, you chant. You can't chant. You can't read. You can't hear. Things won't be crystal clear when you study the books, Prabhupada books, because as you're reading here, these other thoughts are coming. That this person said, that person said, my husband said this, my wife said this, my children said this, they did this, they did that. So these are unwanted thoughts or confusion, speculation. That's another thing. Yeah. Samsaya atma vinasyati. Yeah. These are the problems. So the doubts will be removed when is our submissive inquiry, submissive hearing is there, then the doubts will be removed. Every doubt, nothing, not a single thing can stay on its course. Vignanas Abhishta Pran. When you take shelter of 6 Goswamis. Krishnadas Gauras Goswami, what is he doing? Every chapter is submitting. Why is he submitting? He doesn't want any obstacles on the path. For him, neither for the readers. So he's offering his blessings every chapter to all of us. That's why you have to follow the footsteps of Krishnadas, the disciples like Krishnadas Gauras Goswami. Then you will attain perfection. Lord is always there watching and guiding, always. Tesham satatayuktanam bhajatam priti purvakam dadami buddhi yogam tam. Yeah, even if you are not gone to school, so ignorance is there, weakness is there, that is not a problem. Lord will remove that ignorance, but you have to stay focused and try to follow. Try to follow, try to chant, try to hear, try, keep on trying, improve and improve and improve and improve. That is the disciple's job. Prabhupada tried till the last breath. Haridas Thakur, yeah. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu telling, you are already old, no, you don't need to chant these many rounds. No, he went on. Evam vrata swa nama priya kirtya jatanurago druda chitta uchchai hasati rodati gayati unmada bahya loka bahya. He's not getting agitated, attached by the outside. Oh, see these Hare Krishna, these crazy people, they're always chanting only. See, standing at this bookstore, they have nothing else to do, So we don't. What Krishna is expecting us to do, what Guru is expecting, we simply do that. Or you tell the parent, I'm busy, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. No, you have many devotees now. You can reduce your work, stay relaxed, take your time, take rest. So, you just got married, 15 minutes, today is your marriage day, anniversary day. So they will also try to tell you many things. But what Guru tells you, what Krishna tells you, that you have to take the precedence. Precedence. You have to follow that instruction, is the key instruction. And then you balance your life according to that. You have to mold your life according to that. That's why this verse last quoted. Tasma ekena manas. Ekena manas means one point attention of what Guru and Krishna says, not what others say. Others can give you many alternatives. They are not going to come. Can they save you? At the time of death, who can save? Guru can take you back home, back to Godhead. Krishna can take you back home, back to God. Guru means pure devotee. Not so-called Jagat Gurus of this world cannot take. They themselves cannot go first. So they cannot take you also either. But the pure devotee can take, because he is already liberated while living here. So he has come from anywhere from the spiritual world. So he has come to take us back home, back to Godhead. Yes, that is the position of a pure devotee. So that's a whole Shastra everywhere is mentioned. Nectar of instruction, we said two things. Negative things, you should stop, destroy bhakti. And third, fourth, further positive things. Bhagavad Gita talks about already. Matras, Varsastra, Kunteya, tolerate, adjust, lust, anger, greed. Third chapter. The beginning everywhere. Srimad Bhagavatam. Beginning itself is told. Tada Rajas Tamo Bhava. Lower modes give up. Come to Evam Prasannamasu. Be satisfied with what Lord is giving you. Whatever money, whatever bank balance, whatever promotion, whatever job title, whatever wife, husband, children, whatever they have, be satisfied. Because your karma is only that much. So by competing with somebody else, you are not going to get 1 inch further. 1 inch further. Not even a teeny bit further. Well, that is your karma. You can't get somebody else's karma. But if you take that position and practice Krishna consciousness, then what will happen is Krishna can adjust and Krishna can give you whatever is needed. That is exception process. But for that you have to first take shelter of Krishna exclusively. And then he can give you. Then he can give you. Ananyas chintayantoma, when you become Tesham nityaviyuktanam yogakshem vaham. Yeah, he's going to make sure everything, whatever you need, everything will provide. You don't have job, you'll get job. You don't have wife, you'll get wife. Everything. He's Viswambara. Why you will not maintain one person is nothing for him. He can maintain, he can give. But provided you are exclusively taking shelter, why not this, why not that? Then he cannot do because you want to jump in 100 places. Then he cannot help. You have to take exclusive shelters. So that's why you have clearly mentioned one point attention. One point attention. And that's the Bhagavatam begins Parikshit Maharaj telling the same thing. So there goes second canto. First canto, all the same thing is being told. What is not to be done, what is to be done. Problem statement, look at the first verse to fifth, fourth, fifth verse. Sukadeva Goswami is telling Parikshit. Same thing, negative things. What is in the science? That's why in this verse, both you have to know. Knowing one thing is not good enough. What is pure devotion, or nectar devotion, also same, telling the same thing. Anya abhilashita sunyam gnana karmadana. It has to be devoid of karma, devoid of yoga, devoid of gnana. Because this is not going to get you the pure devotion. This is not going to get you out of your suffering. What they told is it cannot stop. Did it stop? Oh, no. What are you talking? Patanjali has given great yoga. Is it? Okay. Are you following Patanjali? Are you following this example of so-called yoga for just bodily maintenance, bodily enjoyment? How many yogis we can show? Visamitra, Saubhar Muni, Chayavan Muni. 100 examples are there. How many of them fell down? Why is that? But why pure devotee is not falling down? Yeah. So even if at all pure devotee falls down, there is a pure devotee doesn't fall down. If at all one is lesser than that, 70-80%, and there is another pure devotee to pick him up. Rajamil. Yeah. If yogi happens, it doesn't happen like that. Rajamil, because he has practiced before. Lord has taken the note, recorded. Yeah, Tama Prabhu. Yeah, he has done it. So let me make him remember. Narayan. Lord has given the remembrance. But if you have not done it, you have done yoga, then no guarantee. No guarantee. That's why one has to try to follow the path of the pure devotees, pure devotion service. Then that can get you the highest ecstasy. Then you start reading Chaitanya Charitamrita to understand what is he getting, what Chaitanya, why is he so mad after the Leela of the gopis, Radha and Krishna's pastime, especially in Antya-Leela last. We're also in the, we're not young. At least I'm not young. I'm almost 50. So you only have, some few years left. So what you have to do? Yeah, you have to follow in the footsteps of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He's showing as a devotee what you have to relish. You have to study. You have to relish. Uh, then you'll be transported there. Same pastime you'll enter there. Yeah, you'll become a cohort boy, or you will become like an elderly mother, or you will become a gopi. How will you get there? If you follow it, you understand those and you think about it, contemplate. That's what you will become. That's what you will become. The child is thinking, I will become cyber security architect. I will become a computer professional. I will become a government. This one, whatever you want to become. More they are constantly they are going through 10th grade, 11th, 12th. Sometimes shorter, sometimes longer. Then finally they get there. Not all of a sudden blue moon they decide and they will become that. It doesn't happen like that. So for us also same thing. It requires a practice, abhyas. Everything requires abhyas, regulated abhyas, regulated practice. So if a devotee does it regulated practice by following Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's teachings and day after day, week after week, in the association of devotees, then he will know the intricacies of bhakti, the science of bhakti, how to balance life, how to balance our job, family life, and Krishna conscious principles. Then you will attain perfection very soon in this life only. It doesn't take another life. Prabhupada is giving guarantee, but provided we follow Prabhupada's instruction. If you don't follow it, then we are in a different path. So Prabhupada wanted us to become pure devotees in this life. So that's what this verse is telling. Balanced, regulated life to transport us from Vidhi Marga to very quickly to Bhava Marga, Bhava Bhakti. Then you will realize what is bhakti is all about, how much enjoyment, why pure devotees are so much into it. So hope you, yeah. What is the time? 6:47. So it's supposed to end before. Okay. Let's see any questions. Youngsters. Let's first take youngsters. Kids. Gaurahari, Madhav. What is your name? Junior Haridas. Your name? I forget. Neela Chakra. Any questions? Hare Krishna, please Sit wherever you're comfortable. Sofa, down, chair, anything you take. Gopi, any questions? Krishna Madrastu, my blessings to you on this birthday, on your birthday. Okay, no questions. How about you? You have a question? No? Okay. How about Arya? You have a question? No? Okay. Anybody else? Any other kids? Some other kid, Hare Krishna. Some other kids. Where is your daughter? No? Sleeping. Okay. Okay, next adults. Yes, Rajiv, go ahead. Mm. You get confused. Ideally, you should hear from Prabhupada, your spiritual master, and those who are in line. You can see that they practice. Prabhupada has practiced systematic schedule. Are they practicing it? Our Bhagavad Gita tells this is what just now we chanted the verse: chanting, hearing, remembering, and service. And most of them are grahasthas. That means they are also maintaining. They are not neglecting going to some forest, giving up their family, giving up their job. It's too much. I'll go. That you don't want to follow those examples. You have to follow those examples who are balanced. It's most difficult. Then you can follow it. So Prabhupada set an example. That many of them, or sannyasis also, some of them are grahasthas, or Vaisheshika Prabhu is a grahastha, or Mahatma Prabhu is a grahastha. Many of them are grahastha. Some are sannyasis. So you can be in any ashram. So you follow according to your ashram, whatever you chosen. So ideally, you hear from, we have enough devotees in the sampradaya who are strictly following it, and not hear from others. Hmm. If at all you have to hear, then you have to find out others, have to you ask somebody, suggest somebody. But most of them, even in US also, even in New Jersey, we have hundreds of organizations. All fall into mostly Brahmavad, Mayavad, Sunyavad, that only. Pure devotions are very rarely, extremely rare. They may speak Ramayana, they may sing Lord's bhajans, but mm, so yeah, that's the Prabhupada is very strict. Don't sing any other bhajans other than what is Narottam Das Thakur, what is Bhaktivinoda Thakur has given, because then you can get into the some little bit of material thoughts, ideas in it. Yeah, yeah. Yes, yes. We understand we have no ill thoughts, ill ideas about any of these organizations or person. They are also part and parcel of the Lord. But we have to distinguish. Otherwise, the problem will be we ourselves will fall prey. Everything is okay, and we also tell everybody else also in the same way. Then we all will be here. We can't develop the higher consciousness. That will be the problem. The Lord is distinguishing. It is not Prabhupada distinguishing. No, you can complain that why you are telling always Mayavadi Brahma. Lord is telling, Namam Dushkritano Madam. Krishna, Bhagavad Gita, Krishna is telling on the battlefield 64 crore. He has no problem to distinguish what is right, what is not right. Neither Lord Ramachandra has a problem to distinguish. He has clearly articulated what is Dharma means, how to follow strictly the Father's order. So he has followed. Everybody else said, no, you can be the king. No, he didn't agree. So that's why we have to stay the course of the path, what is been followed by the acharyas. So then you can attain. And it's very few. Uh, yeah, very few you can find in this world. So that's why. Yeah. Anybody else? Yes, Pratap. Go ahead. Yeah, because every day there is appearance, there's appearance. How many can you follow? That's why. Yeah, that's why. It is optional. Srivas Thakur also appearance also you can fast, but then how many can you do? We have a limited time. We have so many conditions. Ekadasi itself we can fast. So then that's why Prabhupada is very merciful. My Guru Maharaj said on the day of initiation he told me it's okay because it is getting late. 9 o'clock we got initiation or 8 or 9 in Atlanta. Told no, you can take. You don't need to fast. So it is up to Guru. Guru can give you concession. Prabhupada has given many concessions. So Prabhupada himself also took his old also age wise, but he's showing he could stay without anything. But he's showing on Nichan, Trayosi, many of the festivals he took fruits, nuts, milk like that. So it is okay. If you can fast, wonderful. So you should do anyway. Every day we are feasting. So one day it's good to give a break. Liver has to work, so toxics out. So many healthy reasons are there to. It's good to give a break one day, not even take a water also. At least couple of Ekadasis we should do like that. At least once, twice, thrice, we should do it in a year, because so that no health problems will come. If you do that, it clears, because liver has absorbing all the toxics. So much chemical processed everything nowadays. Every oil is contaminated. Nothing is pure. Even though they say pure, nothing is pure. So all that contamination goes into the liver. Liver has to work. So that's why when you give the break, then that pumps out toxic outside. If you keep eating that day also, then it becomes a problem. So that's why many of the diseases are coming, because we're not regulating it. Body is dysfunctional. So it's better to follow. Ramanujari also you can follow, but if you are able to do half day fasting, all the acharyas appearance is half day fasting. Even the Lord also, depending on when he appeared. Lord Ramchandra fasting is half day. Unless you are in like Juhu, Sitaram Lakshman Hanuman is there. So that you have to fast till the evening. So yeah, but otherwise half day fasting for most of, except Janmashtami, Gaur Purnima, Narsingh Chaturdashi. Anything evening, then it is Ekadasi after that. Next day morning only break. Anything afternoon, like Nityananda Yoga and all, it's afternoon. That means you can take grains. Ramanami also you can take grains after 12 o'clock. Yeah, they'll keep changing. Now I don't know this year what they will do. So that's after that evening. But it's always Lord Ramachandra, that's why they do the Abhishek and the Vivaha of Sitaram in the afternoon. It's not done in the night. Maybe once in a here and there they may do, but generally they're all done. Bhadrachalam or many temples they do in the afternoon. Because that is the time. That is the time. So that fasting is still known in that sense. Yeah. But if you want to do really till evening, just like other appearance days, as Lord Krishna, you can also do. But it's not for everybody. It's optional for others. Yeah. I have asked this question to my Guru Maharaj. He said it. So yeah, some of these pastime half day is minimum. So and after that, if you want to take, you can take. But only Janmashtami, Gaur Purnima, a little bit, yeah, longer. Yeah. Is that okay? Anybody else? Mataji's? No question. Mataji's? No, Mataji has question. Wow, amazing. Everybody has understood. Gandharvika, you have question? No? Okay. Surya Prabhu? No? No questions? Yes. Yeah, that has the many of those. So-called knowledge is also even worse than that. So so-called knowledge, Ravana has so-called knowledge. He can chant the verses. People used to call him. Yeah, you see, come and sit and chant the mantra. But that has to be put in practice. That's what Prabhupada emphasized. Devotee installing the deity. He called Brahmana because to accept the Krishna Balaram temple by the outsiders, then he called all the big Brahmanas also. But for him, he is clear. Those who are chanting, those who are hearing, those who are simple, have love for the Lord, that is what it is really needed. Not so called knowing the verse is not a big thing. You may remember it, you may not remember it. But whether you are practicing what those verses means, then you are good practitioner. That's what it means. So yeah, on that basis you have to know. Yeah. The science. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. You have to tell them. You have to become smart. Not overwork. Yeah, if you want to get promoted and all, then yes, you have no choice. But you want to stay, because is Krishna consciousness is important, or is your you know going up and getting more money is important? That you have to decide first. If you decide that, then accordingly you adjust. You have to work more than 8 hours nowadays, 8 to 10 hours easily for most of us. Some may have to work a little more than that. But ideally, at the best, 10, 11, 12 hours, that also not every day. Maybe somebody has to work 10 to 12 hours every day. That is the job. But then he has to balance accordingly and cut down all other things. But the problem is we have this also, and then we have many other engagements are there. To maintain that, you tell them, yeah. See, you have given me this task and I am trying to do. Where is it? You tell me the time. I will give you this 10 tasks. This is what I am doing. You tell me, if it is taking me weekend, working overnight. And how my health? Because your pharmaceutical means health is the first priority. Then how is the health you are going to come and save me? No. So you tell me which one I can take it out. I am ready to serve you, support you, and ready to do what you. But it's not practical. It's not practical. I'm not S man. There should be something you have to say no. So I'm not a robot to work like crazy. 1 week maybe okay, all right. When release deployment, okay, all right. But it cannot be everyday thing. Then you cannot sustain that life. So that you have to make it very clear. No problem whether they like it or not like it. You have to tell politely, practically. You understand my position. Put yourself in my shoe and see. If I'm not working, then you can tell me complain. But when I'm working already 10, 12 hours a day, how much more can you expect? Once in a while is okay. It cannot be everyday thing. So practically you can tell them. But if you don't tell them, then you keep working. They expect you to work in the same way. You suddenly you reduce. Oh, what have you? Oh, the last 6 months, a year you did this. Oh, now how come last 2 months, 3 months, you're not producing enough? What has happened to you? You're not performing well. Yeah, because you have showed working like that crazy. Now you are reduced. But you have tell that, yeah, somehow I've been very passionate before. Now I realize that my health has a problem now. Doctor has told, don't work crazy. You have to sleep, you have to take rest, you have to walk, you have to do this. So that's it. Now doctor has told me, now I have to. Otherwise, I'll have health problem. So you tell them, yeah, whatever you have to tell. As a Prabhupada uses the example of Sanatana Goswami telling telling, giving that, to that person, prisoner. Relieve me, tell him that Nawab that I have just somehow I need to go to the bathroom and you left me there and then somehow he jumped into the river and then I flew down. So that's how I could not control him. So you tell him that. So Prabhupada is using that example. For Krishna's purpose, you do anything, which is fine. But Krishna, not for your purpose. To attain Krishna, to serve Krishna, to join for him, if you have to tell a lie in the office, fine, no problem. To save yourself for Krishna's service, you can accept, you can tell lie. So that's not a problem. So according to that, that's where the Krishna has to be first priority, and then accordingly you adjust. You tell them, yeah, if you tell them, doctor, this is what doctor told, so I can't work these many. So accordingly they will adjust. Anybody can adjust. But if you set the wrong example, then they will make sure you work like that. They will give you enough tasks, more and more, because manager's job is delegate, pump it out to everybody. Then he can nicely relax and then talk, hear, meet people, see, hi, bye, coffee time, tea time, everything else. Then finally you'll get a nice report for him. He will get lots of nice bonus. So yeah, this is what goes on in this IT and business. Yeah. So that's it. Requires smartness. You ask the Lord to give you the smartness. He can give you the intelligence, how to, what you have to say, how to deal with this. So yeah, the science, culture of the science. He will give you the guidance. He will give the intelligence. We are not the only IT. So many devotees, grahasthas, most in our temple, every temple you name it, majority are grahasthas, majority are IT only. Yeah. So all of them working. Yeah. Many of them. Some of them have given up early. Yeah. So Gopal Krishna Maharaj was a grahastha, was working. Yeah. Many of them, many of the sannyasis also now they were working before. Yeah. IT also, some of them. So yeah, it just you have to come to that understanding. You have to clearly articulate, clearly tell. Yeah. Anybody else? Yeah. Prabhupada is writing. How many years ago Prabhupada wrote? Almost in Iswamarshad itself is writing. Almost every purport, last verse purport is there. This verse purport is there. War will go on. So-called religion, they fight. Yeah, that is going on. Which god? You know, so will ah, really, yeah, and so-called religion only. So the Prabhupada is writing already many years ago. Prabhupada wrote, knowing what is going to, what is expected, because hodgepodge understanding is there. So yeah, what can you do? Yes, yeah. You hear, you see, yeah. You are be, yeah. Yeah, you have to practice Krishna consciousness. That's why every day dose has to be given. Doctor will give antibiotics every day, 7 days, 10 days. A serious disease, that much regulated dose is there every day. Diet is there, dose is there, medicine. Same that dose and medicine is Krishna Prasadam and Krishna chanting every day. It is there. If you are taking that both every day without break, then you will be able to withstand whether it's war going on, hurricane is coming, too much cold, too much snow, whatever goes on, you will be protected. To the day you break, you don't do these things, if it gets too much, then you fall prey. That's as simple as that. You can watch the news to the limited extent. What's going on? Be aware of surroundings, how you behave, how you conduct when you go to, because these things you cannot open your mouth and say so many things. Then you will be in a problem. So that you have to be aware. Yeah, because it's naturally for people to automatically react and do things as already going on. People are trying to do these things, and yeah, parents are worried. This is there. Krishna wants to protect. Nobody can do. So, but we should know our limitations, our how we conduct ourselves. Yeah, yeah. Anybody else? Yeah, Bhava Bhakti means ecstatic symptoms like what is the name? Bellamangal Thakur had Bhava Bhakti. He fell from there. Bharat Maharaj had Bhava Bhakti. That means you are completely, you are not operating on passion. Sometimes up, sometimes down, sometimes enthusiasm, sometimes not there. No, it is very fixed up. You are getting so much happiness within. You know, anywhere you are, whether at office or at home or at temple, anywhere you're traveling, anywhere, any day, whether it's beautiful weather or bad weather, it's Anandamadi Vardhana inside, it's so much overflowing. That's why they can't keep themselves up. And that's why they keep on distributing. That is what Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is feeling it. So very few you can find. Yeah, the gurus are also at from anywhere from Nishta and up. Not everybody is a liberated soul, which is fine. As long as they represent the previous acharyas, they carry the message, then one can be, they themselves can be liberated and the followers can be liberated. So, but they, not everybody is pure devotee. Not everybody Prabhupada title is given. No. So many acharyas, not everybody Prabhupada title is given either. Prabhupada's title only is given to the exalted acharya, Rupa Goswami Prabhupada, like that. Bhakti Siddhanta Thakur Prabhupada. This Prabhupada title is also not given to anybody and everybody also. But based on the activities, what they have done, accordingly the Prabhupada title is also given. So, because Priya, pure devotee, they're Priya, Priyatama, Priyatottama, there are many grades. It goes higher. So they have the Bhava Bhakti, ecstatic symptoms, but they contain inside. They don't show that actional world like crazy and mad. When Prabhupada did 4 5 times, just in few minutes, he went to his room. He could not speak. Tears are flowing down. So he was choked up. He could not utter a word. 4 5 times it happened in Mayapur, in Caracas, in Atlanta, in one more place. It has happened. So that is Bhava Bhakti. That is Bhava Bhakti. And it will happen when you go out of anardas. How much your mind, first stage we have to consider is how much my mind is thinking about Krishna or other activities. How much my mind is thinking of material activities or Krishna's activities, Krishna's pastimes, Krishna's holiness. That tells us whether in Vaidhi Sadhana Bhakti, whether in Nishta, Ruchi, Asakti. When one is in a Nishta, very much here and there he may get. Ruchi, Asakti. As he comes to Bhava stage, it is pretty much one stage low, below. That means he doesn't have any material thoughts. Other things come in his forefront, he doesn't get agitated. Those thoughts will not stay in the mind. That is Bhava Bhakti. For us, that is not the case. Yeah, we get a horror message or we get some very strong message, then mind doesn't process it because we are not at that stage. We're still in, most of us are in this anardha nivurti stage. After initiation, the anardha nivurti, that's a long period generally. 75% anardha is clear, you come to nishta. Then you further ruchi, then asakti. Seventh chapter beginning, first verse, Lord is telling, Maya asakta mana par asakti. Deep attachment. Mana partha yogam injan madas asamsem samagram mam. That means you know in and out. Bhagavad Gita essence, every chapter, means you may not remember the words, but you know the principles, you know the clear instructions. There is no ambiguity, confusion. You know Srimad Bhagavad, like Acharya's principle, the essences, what is to be done, what is the priority, what is not priority, what is first thing, what is second thing, what is third thing to do, what Guru is expected of you to do. That becomes clearer and clearer as you go out of Anardhanamurti, Nishta, Ruchi. As you go, come close, then you know Krishna is clearly revealing. I want this today like this. These are the things you have to do. So go and meet this person, give Krishna to others. So he will tell everything will be revealed, like Prabhupada is revealed before even these many disciples, these many temples. He didn't even establish that, but he could reveal because the Lord is revealing to him because he's in Bhava Bhakti, Prema Bhakti. So that, yeah, so those who are practicing already seriously, things are being revealed already. Even when you are come to the Nishta stage itself, things are revealed. As you go up, even more things will be revealed. So that tells us whether Krishna is revealing or mind is telling. That tells accordingly which stage we are in. The initial also some ecstasy will be there, but that is we should not consider Bhava Bhakti. Yeah, that Bhava Bhakti means husband say, wife say, country says, society says, nothing. Your reaction won't be there. You will be very peaceful, aram say, because you are not in the state of consciousness. Yogi can react. So, but the Srungi, son of a Srungi, right? Yeah. Parikshit Maharaj put it, he was so peaceful and he was not agitated. He was a great devotee. That he chastised his son. Why did you do that? You used your austerity to curse Parikshit. So one can come to that stage when one is in a higher and higher stages. His reaction will be much different. We reacting to the situation is very easy because we are still not in the higher stages. So those many indications are there. So you study Chaitanya Charitamrita is giving the advanced devotee's consciousness characteristics. He doesn't waste time, not even one moment, one fraction of a second. Abhyartha kalatvam, namagana sati, ruchi, preeti, tapasdir, kshama, forgiveness. All these qualities you can check. If we have that, then we know we are in above nishta, ruchi, asakti, bhava. Yeah, Bhagavad Gita, Sthita Prajna. Look at that verse, 10, 15 verses. If you are in that anywhere close, then you can understand. Okay, I'm at this stage, Nishta. So like that, almost 3-4 places, and are in the 12th chapter Bhagavad Gita. Krishna tells last 8 was Bhakta asked him. You compare against that because Prabhupada has given these printouts to our Rupanuga Prabhu talks about. Prabhupada has given this. Put the printout in your room, and every day you check where you fall, which quality you are falling, where you're lacking, how to improve your consciousness, how to get there. So because Lord has given in 13th chapter beginning itself. So for a reason, so that we know. Prabhupada is telling it, devotee, if a real strict practitioner will know. He doesn't need to be told by somebody, you are in this stage, and which anartha is blocking you. You will know. If you study Prabhupada, you will know. If you don't study thoroughly, then you will not know. You'll be confused. Which stage am I in? You'll be confused with everything. Yeah. But once you follow this process, everything you will know. What the dreams are, what it is, what it meant, what you are supposed to do. Prabhupada has told many times. He has listened and he told. He has straight answers. Go on chanting. Go on following it. Because he knows who's at what level of devotion. Yes. So all these things. It's good, but you have to go further and further. Don't get caught up that now I'm advanced stage. So yeah, God gives indications at each stage. So you take that positive and then you uplift your consciousness. You go deeper. So in that way we have to understand. Yes. Yeah. That- yeah. For this open heart, open mind, that's the Prabhupada is open. He was discussing with Christians. He was discussing with Buddhists. He was discussing with Mayavadis. He was discussing with anybody and everybody. He's not restricted. He has to say what he has to say, distinguish. But when it comes to meeting, yeah, he's so laughing and joking with them also. Even though he argued very strictly. yeah, distribute prasad, and then he used to laugh and joke and just like a normal person. So yeah, because yeah, when he has to establish, he has to do that. That's the pure devotees. So it doesn't, yeah, doesn't go down. Even it is very firm on it. Yeah. Okay. With that, we'll stop here. Indra Srimad Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam, Isopnishat ki jai, Prabhupada ki jai. Happy Ekadasi, Papa Mochana Ekadasi ki jai. If you read the glories, it's very clear. So we can quickly, rapidly advance. Karma, all this nothing. Anybody who's suffering from any problem, Ekadasi you strictly follow. That means you chant nicely, you fast as much as possible, very sincerely pray to the Lord, then you will see the magic. Your advancement will be so quick. Yeah, but you have to do it. You cannot ignore it. Twice a month only it comes. You have to be so serious, so sincere. You have to wait for that day. Uh, so when is coming? When Ekadash is coming? Not, oh, I have to fast now. It's so much. So then you're not ready for it. And then that uplifts Janmashtami, Ram Navami, Ekadasi. These are all very, very important days. You have to plan and execute it. So then you advance so quickly. All your material problems, everything will be cut to pieces. Nothing can stay, provided you take the shelter. Yeah. Okay. Thank you. So, Prabhupada ki jai.